Good day, dear friends. This is the fifth part of the course Antidepressant, and it is called The Meaning of Life, a very important global topic. In fact, I have studied many schools of thought and realized that the main emergence of these currents and directions is the search for the meaning, of life. Indeed, why did we appear? Why do we go through this life? What is the main thing? Have you ever thought about this? Then let's move on. The answer is simple. A child is born. He immediately begins to explore this world. Of course, he has no choice. He has needs that must be met. And the closest thing, in terms of meaning, that we can relate to the meaning of life. Boys, as they say, reproduce, girls give birth. So does it mean that the meaning of life is simply in human reproduction? In fact, the meaning of life is in the word itself. The meaning of life is to live. Now I will explain further. If you invest in this word, the presence of additions or conditions of life, like I want to live, for example, in a certain house, in a certain place, with someone, I want to create my own family, these will already be conditions of life. Conditions, exactly. Or to have a large income, many millions of dollars. This is your personal subjective assessment. I exist, I am, I live. Children have something to learn because for them I exist equals I live. But children do not have the same mind as you do. And the question arises, is it really about the mind? Let's compare a homeless person and a person who has everything. Let's look inside each one. The heart beats in both, each walks, talks, thinks, breathes. This is the fact of the presence of life. The difference is only in the quality of life. The difference is in the assessment. Your personal subjective one based on experience. Any assessment, what kind, which what, does not convey the very meaning of life, but only its quality and the choice of the person themselves. The main concept of the meaning of life is to live. The foundation of life, that's all, is life. Everything above the foundation, everything invented by society, by you, and everything we have accepted as belief is not the meaning of life. Most meanings of life are a dead end, believe me. Imagine that the meaning of life is in children. So your meaning of life is in children. But when they, for example, leave, or God forbid, something happens to them, does life stop the meaning of life in some millionth state when it disappears? The meaning stops. The meaning of life is in some material value. But when you just lose it, the meaning doesn't stop. As long as you live, the meaning of life is to live this life. Remember, everything can end. Depression, it comes from not realizing the meaning of real life. It's hope for something imagined, for some of your desires, for unfulfilled dreams. Hope that these dreams will come true, that someone will come and help. Your brain thinks about it that way. That's why it's always a dead-end path. People are used to taking life for granted, but in reality, life can end very quickly. We all know that. So the meaning of life is to live. And that's the most important thing. As for problems, desires, dreams, I'll talk about them in the next video.